with that.
Welcome to another episode of I Want That Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the XMR 3 magazine release from ODIN Works. Now this is available for $22 from ODIN Works Direct. Obviously if you do some looking around, I'm sure you can find it for a little different price than that. This particular model is available in black, red, and silver. The model that we have here today is the silver model. Now I'll let you get a look at it here. You can see it is pretty aggressively textured, and it's got some specific machining that we'll talk about here in just a moment. Now their website advertises it as being inspired by the ODIN Works O2 Lite. They say that the XMR3 is the latest mag release available from ODIN Works. It's machined from a billet 6061 aluminum and is designed to work with KNS pins and the mag pull bad lever. They advertise it as having the largest profile yet, making it easily accessible by all shapes and sizes of hands and fingers. They also advertise that it works with both AR10 and AR15 lower receivers, and the install just takes minutes. Now for a few of the technical specifications, as I said, it's compatible with the bad lever, compatible with KNS pins. You see I've got the pins installed here. I don't have the bad lever on this one, but I did have it on another rifle that I was working with it on for a while. It weighs in at 0.1 ounce, including the paddle button and all screws. Has a large surface area for quick magazine reloads, easy to reach, ergonomic design. You can release the magazine without having to change your grip or position. It's contoured for positive depression and reduced slip, and as all of ODIN Works products, has their lifetime warranty. Now for initial impressions on it, this guy came in the mail in some pretty nice packaging. It's got some instructions on the back, molded blister pack there for the product itself, and an Allen key. I did notice right off the bat that it is pretty bright. This one, the model I got, was the silver one. I would probably go with the black if I was going to do it again, but this is the one that I got this time. And I noticed that overall the presentation and everything, it was pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to it. You've got a total of 4 pieces. You've got the button itself, 2 screws, and the paddle. Installation is a snap. You remove your current mag release, put the new one on. It's got 2 holes in it for the screws. It's got a depression on the back of it, so it just sits right over the top. You drop those screws in, tighten them down, and you're done. Now for use, I've had it on 2 different rifles at this point. I've used it just in a couple different scenarios just to see how I liked it and where I liked it. It seems to work pretty well. It definitely doesn't clash with those KNS pins. You can see that I've got one of them installed here, and you can see that it still presses and it clears it. Now I had actually machined this pin down in the past because it did conflict with a different one that I had, but this one doesn't. It has no issues there. It clears it real easy and works real well. The other firearm that I had this installed on did have the mag pull bad lever on it, and this didn't interfere with that there either. I found that it's an odd angle. My finger does not rest well in it. There's a rise that sits right underneath the pad of my finger. So I found that I constantly kind of tried to find a good place and would actually shift my grip back like this so that I could get my finger on the very end of it. So if you've got shorter fingers, this is definitely something that would probably appeal to you a little more. It's kind of hard to see here, but there is a ridge that runs down the top of it. This is raised more here than anywhere else, and it kind of drives down towards the bottom. And I found that that was kind of distracting, and so it was kind of a challenge overall to use. It also has extremely aggressive texturing. It can be a little hard on non-gloved fingers, but I didn't find any real issues with that. As far as likes go, I really did like the price on it. I think that in the niche market that the AR is, parts like this and parts in general tend to be overblown in price. I think $22 for what it is a pretty decent price. I really did like the simplicity of it. You've got 4 parts, and it's machined relatively well. And I really like the compatibility. I like the fact that it will work with the AR10, with the AR15. It won't impede those pins, and it won't get in the way of your bad lever. So I did like that as well. For dislikes, I don't particularly care for the silver finish. That's just me. Obviously that can be changed. You can get either the red, the black, or the silver. If you've got something that this will work well on, then you can definitely go with that. I don't care very much for the angle of the button. I do know that it's angled there so that it doesn't interfere, but the machining on it and the way that it pushes your finger, I didn't care for that. I just, like I said earlier, I found that I couldn't find a comfortable position. I have another extended release that I use that's got a concave depression in it, and my finger index is in that like nothing else. So I didn't really care for that. And then the texturing is pretty aggressive on it. Like I said, that can be pretty hard on non-gloved fingers. I didn't find any particular issues. It didn't really chew up my finger, but if you're getting hot and heavy in drills or things like that, it could definitely be something that becomes a problem. So overall, I am going to go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I think for the most part, it is worth it. There's just a couple things that I don't particularly care for. Obviously, your mileage may vary. As always, I'll go ahead and include links to their website and their Facebook page in the description below. Go ahead and take a look and see if this is something that appeals to you. They've got a range of other products that you can take a look at there as well. Thanks for stopping in. I do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Please like, subscribe, and share, and just keep checking back on a weekly basis for more reviews of awesome products just like this one that'll make you say, I want that.